Anthony "Rumble" Johnson, born in Dublin, Georgia, tonight making his UFC middleweight debut against the true legend in Vitor Belfort. And Joe, like you said at the top of the show, Johnson had gotten fairly close to making weight, and then the doctors determined they needed to rehydrate him. So he stepped on the scale at 197. Today he had to be under 205, which he was. So he'll fight Vitor Belfort. They'll move ahead. Vitor said, hey, I want to fight here at home. And Anthony Johnson disappointed, but yet he's still very dangerous as he enters the octagon tonight.
Very much so, and for people who are interested, Anthony now weighs 211, Vitor weighs 206. So it's very, very similar. Vitor obviously had to cut a lot of weight to make this weight class as well. He will get 20% of Anthony Johnson's purse because Anthony did not make the weight. Let's put that aside and talk about Anthony as a fighter. I always felt this kid was one of the most talented and
this is
one of the
by
people with the
far
most potential
the
in
biggest
mixed
fight
martial arts period. But I thought he was holding himself back by fighting at 170 pounds. I think that big weight cut is a bad idea, and I think he's so talented. He's got so much going for him that I think he was holding himself back. So here he does the exact same thing, going up to 185 pounds. Fighting at 185 Take all that away, and what you got is a really strong
fighting arguably the greatest fighter of all time.
Absolutely ridiculous power in his punches and kicks. And he's incredibly confident. Since hooking up with the Black Zillions down in Florida, training with Rashad Evans under the tutelage of Mike Van Arsdale, and all those great fighters they've got down there, Tyrone Spong to work with them on their kickboxing. This Anthony "Rumble" Johnson that we're going to see tonight is the best Anthony "Rumble" Johnson that has ever faced anyone inside the octagon. He is on another level. Rashad Evans has been really openly talking about how on certain days Anthony just really owned him in training. Anthony's coming into his own. And that's one of the reasons why he's so confident, stepping up, taking this big fight.
Paul Gillen was the biggest power
Huge
striker
competition
in MMA. So
The change for the Black Zillions, she says, has been spectacular. Rumble has knockouts
also
in
brought in
6 of his
high-level
last 7
kickboxing
wins.
to train with. Arkin Levin and Joe Schilling. You see Joe Schilling off to his right. Joe Schilling is one of the best fighters in the world in Muay Thai and kickboxing. Brought him in to train with him, and they had some epic gym battles.
Nick Diaz defines pressure on fighters. To his young brother, Nathan Gracie, of course, Nate, Ultimate Fighter winner. Nick fought twice at 180 pounds. This the first time at 185, as Joe said. We have the Robbie Lawler highlight early. Joe talked about Paul Daly, Takanori Gomi, and Pride. Nick said he feels stronger at this weight. He's got a very clean diet and an opportunity.
He first fought in the UFC
of all
at
time.
age 19. In fact, Vitor Belfort has been with the UFC longer than any active fighter. He won the heavyweight tournament way back when, taking out Trey Telligman and Scott Carozzo in a combined 2 minutes. And he, Joe, is a local hero. He is born and raised in Rio de Janeiro. This is his home. This is his dream as he fights in his home country for the first time since 1998, when he destroyed Vanderlei Silva in 44 seconds. Vitor Belfort steps in to the Integral Medical Nutritional Supplements Prep Point.
Yeah, it's amazing when you think about the fact that although Vitor has been in the octagon since '97, he's still only 34 years old. He's in his prime right now. And he's absolutely one of the finest fighters on the planet. He's got blinding fast hand speeds, outstanding boxing, great kicks, knees, and punches, and a real black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu under the legendary Carlson Gracie. Then you see Ray Seppo, who's working with him very hard on striking. K1 great Ray Seppo. And, you know, Vitor is coming into this fight focused, hungry, prepared, and he wants another shot at Anderson Silva in the middleweight title. He believes that he is the best in the world. He believes Anderson caught him, but if Anderson had not caught him with that kick, he said over and over again he would have knocked Anderson out. Now that's, you know, what does that mean? That doesn't mean anything. But what it does mean is that Vitor is confident, Vitor is focused.
UFC
He's
middleweight champion.
the best in the world. That title will soon be his.
16 consecutive wins
Rumble
in the octagon.
facing off
Best ever.
against the former
10
champion,
title defenses.
the Phenom,
Best ever.
Vitor Belfort, who is scheduled to coach in the first season of the Ultimate Fighter Brazil against the Axe Murderer, Vanderlei Silva.
So many questions.
Vitor
How
Belfort
has
for
he
many years
recovered
has been
from the
considered
devastating
one of the
two
greatest
losses
mixed
in a
martial
row?
artists in the world.
First one,
And tonight,
emotionally
he wants to
devastating
run
because
through
he was
Rumble
clowning.
and
He
move his way
playing
back
around
towards
with
that
his
much
fight, and he got
desired
caught with
rematch
that big
for the
left
middleweight
hand.
championship.
The second one, in a fight that he was losing. He got
Tail of the tape for this middleweight matchup. Vitor, 7 years the elder of Anthony Johnson. 2 inches taller, 4-inch reach advantage for Johnson. We talked about the weigh-ins, and we get set for the official introduction from the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
The battles in the gym. All these questions need to be
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the co-main event of the evening. And now, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding professional record, 10 wins, 3 losses. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 197 pounds, 89.6 kilos. Fighting out of Boca Raton, Florida, by way of Dublin, Georgia, USA, Anthony Rumble Johnson.
Rest.
And now introducing his opponent, is going to fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record, 20 wins, 9 losses. Standing 6 feet tall, weighing in at 186 pounds, 84.6 kilos. Fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, USA, by way of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC heavyweight tournament champion and the former UFC light heavyweight champion, Vitor the Phenom!
Tail of the tape for this, our main event evening. Silva, 39 years old. He is the elder of the Diaz. Everything else pretty close. Slight reach advantage for the former middleweight champion.
We both
And here's the
understand
better voice.
you want your weight like a man at all times, protect yourself at all times. Watch us close, do it now. Best of luck to both of you guys.
Ladies
The
and
Phenom
gentlemen,
fighting at home
this
against
is
Anthony Rumble
the
Johnson.
main event of the evening.
Fight
Sanctioned
scheduled for
by
3
the Nevada
5-minute
State Athletic
rounds.
Commission with Chairman Francisco Aguilar, Executive Director Bob Bennett, Commissioner Skip Avancino, Bill
Here we
Brady,
go.
Pat Rumbaugh,
Vitor
and Anthony
Belfort,
Marnell
the
Jr.
Phenom, in the
Our 3
white
judges
trunks.
scoring this contest at
Anthony
Octagon
Rumble
Sidearm,
Johnson
Sal Diamato,
in the black
Marcos
trunks.
Rosales, and Glenn Trowbridge. And when the
Rumble
action
has
begins,
incredible
referee in
power.
charge, John McCarthy.
Oh! Vitor went down hard.
Rumble's on top of him. Let's see Vitor's guard here. Rumble guard here. Rumble is so powerful, and especially at this weight.
Around the world,
I mean, he's put on some serious bulk. You can see it. Vitor switched over for an omoplata there and missed it.
MGM Grand Garden Arena
Big
in
shot.
Las Vegas.
Looking to overwhelm the Phenom early is Anthony Johnson. Trying to score what would be by far the biggest win of his MMA career. Vitor turns, use the cage, spin around. He's trying to control the right arm of Anthony Johnson.
27 weights, 9 losses.
Johnson, a very good wrestler, so he has good top control. Junior college wrestling champion.
Vitor can generate some big power from those punches from the bottom, Mike.
California.
Standing right back up.
There you go. Possessor of some of the fastest, if not still the fastest hands.
Vitor's already bruised up, Mike. A lot of swelling around his right eye.
That's from that ground and pound. Vitor misses. Could this be another takedown?
He stuffed that takedown attempt. He's looking for a knee, but he can't get it off. Up against the cage.
Getting some shots away as Johnson tries to complete the single. We are truly in the birthplace.
Good shots there by Vitor. when you're the kind of power puncher that Vitor Belfort is, you don't need much room to land damaging blows.
And if you're Anthony Johnson, how long do you stand here looking for that takedown and take those punishing blows? Swing and a miss by Johnson. Belfort with a knee.
Good knee by Vitor.
Perfectly timed, and again.
And a good kick.
Vitor setting the pace here now, Joe. Oh, good discipline by Belfort.
And he
not
missed
to
it.
throw the knee. But still, he ends up on his back with Rumble on top of him.
And that big swelling around his right eye. He's got to protect that side. Wow, this place is crazy. All right, Vitor's got that overhook on the right arm of Rumble. It's going to be really hard to control him, though, and hold that down.
I mean, he truly is one of the most famous people ever to come out of Rio de Janeiro. They love Vitor Belfort here, but he is really having to work diligently to hold off Rumble here in the first round.
Really quick stand-ups by Mergliata. Anthony Johnson's taking some big deep breaths, Mike, and consider the fact that he was badly dehydrated yesterday at the weigh-ins. He is really aggressive tonight. This is maybe the most aggressive we've ever seen Anthony Johnson. Really pushing the pace here, struggling for that takedown.
Good shots by Vitor.
Good head movement.
And you bring up the great point about the conditioning and the stamina after that missed cut that got so close.
Vitor's got his back.
Belfort, a long-time Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt under the great Carlson Gracie. He's got a hook in.
Oh, good shots by Vitor.
Trying to lock it in. Trying to lock up the body. This place is unbelievable right now.
This is the loudest I've ever seen an arena, ever. I've never felt this before.
Belfort trying to finish
by
it right
Vitor.
here.
He's got him totally flattened out now. Big power shots by Vitor. And Rumble's trying to cover up.
It is truly a culture.
He's got his arm under the chin now. He's got his arm under the chin now.
Looking to choke out Rumble.
He's got his hips down.
And win here at home.
This could be it. That's it.
It is all over. It is all over. Vitor Belfort, the winner by submission.
And it wasn't easy. He came back from adversity, and you see it in his face. Rumble Johnson landed some big shots. But Vitor Belfort pulls it out.
The Phenom. The winner here tonight.
Boy, are these people happy here, Mike. This place is crazy. You have to really experience this in the flesh to understand how enthusiastic these folks are. Look how Vitor snuck that arm under and grabbed his forearm, grabbed his bicep, couldn't quite sink it in properly, so he switched to a gable grip here and then flattened him out totally, pressed down with his hips, and Anthony Johnson forced to tap. There you see it again. Once Vitor flattened him out and got that forearm underneath his chin, that was all she wrote. A beautiful victory for Vitor Belfort.
The hero has won here at home, and he does so in the first round by submission. With the official decision, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Mergliata has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 49 seconds of the very first round.